What's up, beautiful people? I hope you guys are having an amazing morning. Oh, wow, we already got people in the building. Thanks for the thumbs up. I really appreciate it. Today, I just wanted to come on. Like I said, I wanted to come on once a month, and we are going to be doing some question and answers. I'm here to support you guys. So if you guys have any questions, go ahead and drop it below. So thank you so much for joining. I'm here on YouTube. I'm here on Instagram. And I just, again, just coming on and just saying thank you to everybody who is now coming in on IG. I appreciate all the love. So a little backstory, because some of you guys might be new to me. My name is Chrissy. I have battled lupus. I was on dialysis and I recently had a kidney transplant. And so I just love to support people that are battling just as well and may have some questions, maybe some health related questions or just anything that you guys might want answered today. So let me just give it a few seconds as people start to come on. If you're new, just comment below. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Is this your first time coming to a question and live session? So let me see those as they come through. Who's on IG today? Who's watching? Oh, thanks so much for the hearts. I appreciate it. Comment below, let me know because it doesn't tell me. So tell me what's your name and where you're from. All right, let's see here. I'm going on YouTube as well to get my YouTube all set up. So as you guys come in, just drop where you're tuning in from. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm trying to get my chat to show so we can get the whole chat going. All right, all right. Oh, there we go. Here's the chat. Perfect. So now I can see that. So guys, what are you guys doing today? It's Saturday. It's a beautiful day. I'm here in Georgia. The weather is absolutely amazing from Sanford, Florida. Ooh, I actually have family that's in the Sanford area. I got family all over Orlando. I got family. I used to live in Florida, so I'm very familiar with the Florida area. And on YouTube, where are you guys tuning in from? Comment below and let me know as well too. Awesome, awesome. Let's see. So, like I said, I just come on here to support you guys, just to be here for you. Whatever questions that you guys have, I'm here to answer. I recently just went to the doctor's yesterday and I just had a moment yesterday. And it was time for me, I was sitting in the waiting room and I was just reflecting on life and just to see how far I've come, But sometimes, even though you have come far, you still wondered how the hell did you even get here? Right? That's just at the point where I'm at. I'm just wondering, how did I even get here, guys? How did I even get lupus? How did I even end up on dialysis, hooked up to machines, almost passed away 3 times? I just wondered, what the heck? Why me? That was my question yesterday. I was sitting with my husband and I'm like, why me? Why do I have to go through this? I feel like I'm a good person, but God doesn't give, listen, they always say what God gives battles to his strongest soldiers. And maybe I was just meant to go through that so I can come here and be that testimony to you guys and just inspire and, just be what I want, which is to serve you guys and to help you. And the only way, if I didn't go through any of that, I wouldn't be able to relate to a lot of the stories that you guys come on YouTube or Instagram and you guys DM me and you ask me all these questions. I wouldn't be able to support you if I didn't have those obstacles that I've been through. Those obstacles made me who I am today. And I can't, thanks for the thumbs up here on YouTube. Appreciate it. I see a few of you guys are on. Comment, let me know who's in the building so I at least know who's supporting me on the lives and where you're tuning in from. But yeah, those trials and tribulations, baby, who I am. I told my husband yesterday, I'm like, wow, if I didn't go through any of that, who would I be? Right? Who would I be? Because it's taken over my life. I'm not saying in a bad way, but it's just that's all that I know. Auntie 81, thank God for you. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Like I said, I just try to support. I just try to be as transparent with my journey so you guys can, see, like, it can happen for you. You can get a kidney transplant if you're eligible to get one. You just have to put in the work to get that kidney transplant. I'm not saying that getting a kidney transplant is like everything. It is to an extent, right? Because if you're on dialysis, trust me, you want to get off. But you have your own issues as well too. Like now, I went in yesterday. I'm gonna make a vlog on YouTube so you guys can see exactly. Let me put IG over here a little closer so we could see both of you guys at the same time. Hey, Bobby, thank you. Good morning. Good morning to you too. I appreciate you coming in. Where are you from, Bobby? Are you here in the US or are you outside of the US? I have so many people from all over the world. I am so shocked to see how much people support me. And I'm talking about from India, from Africa, from Australia, from Canada, the Caribbean, like everywhere. And that's why I love like social media so much, because back in the day, there's no way that you guys could come here and we could just chat from all over the world. You guys remember like back in the day, just to talk to somebody, you had to get a phone card. What is it? Like, yeah, one of those cards, and you had to dial a number just to call somebody. Now you just hop on these and you could talk to anybody all over the world. I love technology. But what I was saying about, what was I saying? I was talking about my hospital visit that I went to yesterday and just reflecting and just wondering how I got to this point. And but regardless of how I got to this point, I'm here and I'm alive, and I'm grateful just to be here. And I just want to come on because I love getting to know each and every one of you. You guys support me constantly. You guys watch all my videos. You guys comment, and that's all that I can ask for. Like, it's just for you guys to watch it and just comment and let me know what your thoughts are and like what kind of videos you guys want me to make, because this is why I kind of went quiet on my channel for a little while, is because after you get the kidney transplant and things slow down, you're not going to the doctors as much as you used to. And so I didn't even know like what to even talk about, what to make. And now I'm making my stretch videos for you guys because that's what I'm into right now, is just the working out and things of that nature. Oh, Alabama's in the house. Woo! Yeah, Alabama's not that far from Georgia, so that's like, a neighbor. So, yeah, you guys, if you had a kidney transplant or even if you're on dialysis, you know that brain fog is real. Like, I could be sitting here talking to you guys a mile a minute, and right like 2 seconds later, I can completely forget everything I just said. That happens to me a lot. And I think it's happened to me a little bit too often now. Like, I literally would just sit here and then go, what did I say? I can't remember what I just spoke about. It happens a lot. And it's normal. Like the doctor said, it happens. I mean, there's nothing I could do about it. And I'm definitely not taking no medications for that. Because anytime you go to the doctor, you tell them you got a pain or ache, they're ready to like shove you with some pills. And I'm not for that. Oh, we got more people coming in on IG. Just comment, let me know where you guys are from. Where did you guys even find me? How did you guys find me on, YouTube or on Instagram? Sometimes most people tell me that they were just searching just to find somebody a topic. Like a lot of people found me from the stent video. I have like probably the most detailed stent video here on YouTube. I mean, I showed you from A to Z, all inside of me. Like it was just one of those videos I felt like a lot of people needed to see, because I was terrified and there was no one that had like a vlog that explained the process to beginning to end. And I woke up that morning, I wasn't going to even record it. I woke up that morning and I said, you know what, let me go ahead and record this process, because other people might be afraid just like I'm afraid. And so I vlogged the whole video so you guys can see exactly. So I met a lot of you guys through that, especially my first stretch video. I met a lot of you guys through that. That's what I was talking about. You see how things come and you remember now? We were talking about stretching, and we were talking about how that's the journey I'm in, and I'm just trying to figure out what you guys want from me exactly. Do you want more fitness? Do you like vlog style videos, or just like when I go to the doctor, things of that nature. So I need your help, guys. I need your help knowing what to talk about. So if you could just comment below, let me know. Or you can always send me a DM and I can make a video pertaining to what you're going through. Because we're all going through different things at different stages. And if I do not know how to help you, I'm going to tell you. You know, you guys be surprised the type of messages that I get from people. You know, I am married, happily married, and I get messages and people are wanting me to like help them with marital advice, and I am not able to do that. And I had someone that did ask me some questions about marital stuff and wanting to know if they should leave. I am never going to tell you to leave your spouse. You know, I'm never going to be that type of person. I'm going to stay in my lane. And my lane is talking about lupus, kidney, maybe some business stuff that you guys may have questions on. But when it comes to telling you to leave your marriage, or the person is not supporting you because you're going through, you know, a certain illness, you know, it's tough. I'm not going to be that person. I'm just going to be honest with you guys. I can't, like, I get so many people that want me to answer all the personal questions, and I cannot do that. It's outside of my scope. So Bobby said, you found me during a searching stretch videos on YouTube. Awesome. So see, a lot of people found me. Those are like my two biggest videos where people really find me. Is obviously the kidney journey and the stretching. And I love to stretch. As you guys can see, I posted a video last Sunday on a stretch routine. Did you guys get chance to even look at that? That's on YouTube. It's a stretch routine. I did that one from the chair. So, because not everybody is able to like get up all the time, and you might want to do something in your bed or your chair, or you're working at your computer constantly. And so you're looking for a good stretch routine, because when you're battling a chronic illness like myself with lupus, it's hard. You need to be stretching out your joints. You need to be moving constantly, because let me tell you, lupus is no joke, you know, and there is no cure. There's stuff that you could take to keep it, you know, suppressed. And a lot of my kidney transplant medication keeps my lupus suppressed because I'm on CellCept, I'm on prednisone, I'm on certain types of medications. So it kind of keeps the lupus quiet a little bit. But regardless, it's a tough disease to have. And I don't want you guys to be battling. And this is why I come on and I try to tell you things that has worked for me. So you definitely want to get stretching regardless of whatever stage you're at. I know when you're on dialysis, it's very hard for you guys to just to work out, because me personally, the last thing I even wanted to do was work out. There was days that I could barely even walk. There was a time, you guys, where I couldn't even walk to my mailbox because I couldn't breathe. I felt like I was suffocating, and many nights I had to sit up to sleep, and it was a tough journey. And, you know, I'm very grateful that I'm not there anymore. But okay, hold on. We got somebody on IG, Toneway Santana. Hopefully I said it correct. I just got the call from my transplant yesterday. Oh my gosh! Congratulations! Oh my gosh, I wish I could give you hearts. You're giving me hearts. I want to give you hearts. Oh, that's amazing news. See, the difference is I never had the call because my brother donated his kidney to me, and I never got that call. So I can't even imagine like the excitement that you're going through right now, knowing that you got that call. So what is the process in that? Let me know. So you get the call. Do you go right away? Do they tell you, hey, you need to come down today? Do they tell you like maybe another day? Because under my impression is when they call you, you need to grab your bags and you need to run. So are you even in the hospital right now? Can you go live with me? How do I do that? Let me see. Okay, YouTube, I wish I could show you guys this, but I do have somebody that wants to go live with me on IG. So let me see how I can even do that. Auntie 81 says, my wife is dealing with the same thing. Which one? Is it lupus? Listen, I'm very new to this, guys. Toneway Santana, can you please send me a request? Oh, no, that's not the request that I want. I don't know who Jason is. Send me a request to see if I get that request. I'll approve you and we can go live together. So if you want to go live with me on IG, just comment because I need to know why you want to go live with me because I don't know everybody here on IG. So if you want to go live, like I know you got the kidney transplant, so we can kind of just are going through that process. We can just, you did send it? How come it's not? Oh, hold on. I think I got it. Let's see. Give me 1 second. I press accept.
Okay, I know I'm looking crazy.
I don't care how you look. How are you, beautiful? How are you doing?
I know. Do you remember this time?
I remember. Trust me. I remember. Let me put my volume up. So just in case everybody can hear me.
Yeah, so like I'm really excited for real because I'm tired of this.
I understand. I used to
I'm literally
cry
tired of it.
all the
Yeah.
time. You look very young. How old are
Yes,
you?
I'm only 28.
Oh, you're 28. Yeah, you were younger than me. I was in my early 30s. So I am so sorry. Like, how often do you go to your treatments?
I go 3 times a week. I go Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and I'm literally tired. I'm ready to just get my transplant because I'm just so pissed.
Oh my
'Cause
God.
I
So
just ready to have my life back.
so you got the call yesterday. Tell us a little bit about that call. Like what happened? What did they say? Because I'm not familiar with that process.
Okay, so they pretty much just called me and said they need to schedule me to come in to get my blood work and stuff like that.
Okay.
So, and then it's gonna be like an all-day thing. It's like a training I gotta do, and just to learn how to take care of it and stuff like that. So, and then they asked me if I had a donor. And the crazy thing about this is my husband's gonna be my donor.
Oh.
So it's just like the sweetest little love story because why would you give me your kidney? I'm about to cry.
Listen, that's a keeper. Okay,
Yeah.
that's a keeper. First of all,
he gonna say you better not run off on me when you get my kidney.
do you guys have children together, or is just the both of you?
No, we don't have children together. We have children separately, and all of our kids are us together.
Oh my God, that is such a beautiful love story. Yeah. Listen, I mean, regardless that he is giving you, he's still going to be your caregiver. He's still going to be there to support you. And I'm telling you, there's nothing more beautiful than having that spouse there to support you during these times. Because there's a lot of people that tell me, like, my spouse left me when they found out that I had to go on dialysis or whatever the process is. My husband did not leave me. He was like my right hand. He was at every appointment. He did everything with me, even down to yesterday. So I'm telling you, I feel like caregivers do not get enough credit for the amount of work that they have to do. Like they gotta pick up the slack when we're not feeling good. I don't know about you, but when I used to do my treatment, I was out when I got home.
Like when I leave from here, I literally hit the bed and I'm like sleeping till like 4 o'clock in the afternoon or something.
Exactly.
So Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, my husband does all the cooking. He does like everything. Like that's his day on, and the other days are my day on.
See, and that's the same exact thing. And a lot of people don't understand. Like dialysis is very hard on the body. Like you are completely drained. You are tired. You don't want to be bothered. I mean, the kids eventually. How long were you on dialysis for?
It's almost been a year. It hasn't even been a full year yet.
Yeah, sounds just like me. My story is very similar. Wow, very similar. How did you end up on dialysis, if you don't mind me asking?
I was pretty much like born with like a rare like kidney disease. So my kidneys been attacking themselves since I was little. So like I already knew this day was gonna come, but I was hoping I can get a transplant before I get on this. But I ended up having to do this first.
Okay. So now, do you have a port or do you have a fistula?
Yeah, I got a fistula.
Okay. So you do have one. I had one too.
So the whole time that I was in, this I wanted to ask you. When you got your transplant, did they did they remove your fistula or you still have it?
So I made a video that I just posted on Wednesday. So go back and watch that. So I actually decided to get mine removed. I'm going to put this out there. Everybody's situation is different. I always tell people to talk to your transplant team and then your vascular doctor, because a lot of people were against the fact that, hey, especially like in my kidney groups and people that like support me, they're like, don't do it because, a transplant doesn't mean that it will last forever. But I personally was having issues. Even when I was on dialysis, I used to have like this pinching pain. So that means my vein was starting to like narrow, and the blood, you know, that blood just rushing through. I was in constant pain. And every 3 months, I had to go under to have a surgery to open it back up.
Yeah, me too. I got that twice so far.
See?
And they gotta keep ballooning it every time, and that hurts.
Correct. And for me, they had to put me out, anesthesia, the whole nine. Yeah. And so I said, you know what? I went in, I was like fully gowned. I have a video on YouTube, fully gowned, ready to be pushed in the room. And the lady came out, the nurse came out, and she's like, honey, she's like, you know that your arm's gonna, because she's used to me coming all the time. And this is after I had the transplant. She's like, it's gonna keep closing. And I'm like, I know, but everybody's telling me to keep it. I'm like not familiar with this process. I don't know if I should keep it or not. And she's like, let me tell you a story. And she explained a story of a patient that she had and how he, you know, stepped out in faith. He's had the same kidney over 30 years. And she was like, don't worry about it. Let me call the doctor. And they both sat me down and spoke to me. And she's like, do you believe? I'm like, yeah, I'm a believer. So she's like, walk in faith. You'll be okay.
Wow. And then you end up getting it removed.
So I did, because honestly, I'm like, listen, it's going to be a cost. It's too much. Yeah. And so I said, you know what? The doctor said, did we not put a port? So, you know, I still have my like scar. I don't know if you can see.
I still got my same scar too, yeah.
So I have two, because I had to have an emergency because it got infected, the first one. And so we had to go back in and do another one. So she's like, listen, he said, if anything happens, we'll obviously, you know, get you one of those in your chest. And then after, we'll just find a new spot. He's like, you're young, go live your life. Yeah. But you know what I learned, and which I spoke about in the video, is that it's hard on your heart. And people get heart failures because of it.
Wow.
And a lot of people don't. Exactly. Neither did I. So I didn't even know that all of this can happen. I'm like, so why you didn't tell me that before? He was like, he just kind of just decided to say it. And I started doing research online, and he was absolutely true. Having the fistula, it weakens the heart. So I'm like, well, I'm definitely want out of this. I don't want this. Hey guys, welcome. I see all these people coming on. You have somebody that said, literally in tears, I love you, sister. I don't know if is that your sister? Yeah. That's beautiful. But I removed mine, and now I know it's for a lot of people who are not like on dialysis, they won't get it, but like I can do blood pressure on my arms now. And
yes, and that's a big thing. Yeah.
To us, it was a big thing. And I'm weightlifting, and I'm doing things.
That's super awesome.
Listen, I'm doing things that I have not been able to do in years. And I am so excited for you. Oh my gosh.
Thank you. Yes, I'm so excited too, because I'm just ready to be done with this. Like, it's nothing worse than like having to do this every week. Like, it's really like consuming. It's time consuming. It's just emotionally consuming. It's just overwhelming for real. Especially coming from like a normal life where you live like just do day-to-day things, and then it's like you kind of feel like you can't do that no more, you know? And I feel like to get that transplant and just like give me my life back, you know?
It would be. And it takes time. Even when you get the transplant, you feel like you're ready to run. You're like, oh my God, I want to do everything, right? Yeah. And you got to take it slow when you get it. And I always tell, one of my regrets is that I felt like I didn't really take the time to just relax a little bit. Yeah. So I kind of came out the gate running. But that's just me. That's just my personality as a whole.
Yeah, that's me too. I just do so much.
Yes.
Because even on dialysis, like on my off days when I feel better, I just do not sit down.
No, you know what it is though? Is because we don't want to stop and think about everything going on.
Yeah. So
And
like you just stay on autopilot and keep moving so that like it feel normal. Like
correct.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I know exactly how you feel right now, because that's exactly how I was doing. But my biggest tip for you is when you get that transplant is to just take that moment to obviously reflect, but just to relax. But you have to start walking right away. So when I got my transplant, they're like, hey, we need you to get out the bed. I'm like, get out the bed. I'm like, I just had surgery. They're like, no, you have to start walking right away. And I'm
Oh,
like,
wow.
I can't do that. They're like, no, you're gonna do that.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So
I did see her. I seen it when you guys rang the bell and everything. Like, that was awesome. I love that.
yes, so we walked that little area. My mom and my dad came down for the transplant. That was always a dream of mine, is that I would
Yeah.
get the transplant and they'll be able to see me get healed. And
Oh, wow.
so it was beautiful. It was beautiful that they were able to be there for me. And so they helped me, they took me home. Like I used to, because it was cold when I got the transplant. So I couldn't be outside. So I would like walk around my living room, my
Oh, wow.
dining room.
Just trying to stay active, like stay moving.
Correct. Stay moving.
Yeah.
But also like right now, I know you're on dialysis. You can't drink a lot of water or anything because a lot of
Oh
people
my
don't
God, that
know.
is so hard for me.
You can't drink a lot, guys, when you're on dialysis because it's not good for you,
Yeah.
right? But
Do you be drinking a lot though?
now, this is what I have to drink.
Oh, you can drink that much in one day?
They want you to guzzle this water. And so at my appointment on Friday, we actually spoke about that. She's like, my doctor said, I know that you're probably struggling. I'm like, every day, because you come from a life where you're not drinking any water. You're not, taking in as much fluids. Now you get this transplant and they want you to drink. Like, drink. So I'm like,
Yeah.
is this too much? Like, I don't want to like kill myself with water. So this is like 128 ounces. She's like, maybe do look about 90. She's like, you'll be okay with that. I think they just want us to be hydrated. And you got to remember the medications we're taking is also toxic regardless. It's keeping us alive, but we need to be flushing out the kidney.
So let me ask you, how many pills do you usually take on like a daily basis just to keep your kidney like good, like healthy?
How many what?
How many pills do you take?
Pills? Okay, so everybody's journey is different when it comes to medication. Mm-hmm. And for me, before my transplant, I wasn't taking medication, right? Mm-hmm. So I never really dealt with, I had high blood pressure because of the kidneys failing. So once I got the transplant, the medications that I took, let's go in order. So I take prednisone, right? And that's 5 milligrams, like a small little tablet. And I have to be on that for life because I don't only have, like, there are people that have a transplant that do not take prednisone, but I have to because of my lupus. So we need to keep the lupus quiet as well, too, and that helps. Then I take Celsep. So I take that twice a day in the morning and at night. So those are my 2 pills currently right now that I take every day.
And that's it? And that's all?
But hold on. There's people that take a lot more than that. Now, once a month, I go into an infusion center or the hospital where my transplant was done, and I do an IV, like in the arm.
You know what time it is.
Time to go home.
Okay, so you do an IV in your arm?
Yes, once a month because there was a medication that they put me on in the beginning called Prograf. And my team did not want me to be on that for long, but because I got my transplant during the COVID time, I had to stay on it for a full year instead of 9 months. The end game was always for me to go to the Bella, which is like the IV that I was telling you about. But I just do that IV once a month. I don't take any more high blood pressure pills. I don't take anything. Like, I know people that take trays and like tons of medication. Listen, you know your body, okay? Yes. And I always tell people this. You need to be an advocate for your own health. I don't care if you're on dialysis. I don't care if you got a kidney transplant or you're just healthy in general. You need to be an advocate. If you feel like for example, when I got my kidney transplant, they wanted me to stay on the high blood pressure medication. I'm like, no. I'm like, doc, how would you know that I'm better if you still pump me with these pills? He's like, no. I'm like, listen, my blood pressure keeps dropping low. I am telling you that you're going to take me off of these medications. He's like, well, I said, well, you need to start to wean me off because the only way for you to know that I truly need this is to take me off of it or vice versa. And as soon as he took me off, girl, I've been fine. I've never had to take another blood pressure pill, but that's because I stood up for myself.
Yes, yep. And you got to stand up for yourself.
You do. Yep. And even while you're on dialysis, they're going to come to you and push things on you. And you have to know, like, they used to want me to take certain things. And I'm like, let me see my numbers. Does my numbers say I need to take this? Yeah. And I know that, like, dairy doesn't really work great with me because of the lupus as well. So there was that drink that they want you to take. I didn't take that. I said, I can't do that because I'm going to get joint pains. And sometimes they don't understand what works for one patient doesn't work for every patient. Yeah, that's facts. And so you need to be just take control of your health, monitor everything. Like, I have a journal that I just write everything in. Like, I documented how I felt, what I ate, what I took, because now I can look back and see how far I've come. So I want you to do that as well too. Like, get a journal, document this, because as you're going through this process and getting that kidney transplant, you're going to look back at those books and you're going to be like, damn, look how far I've came. Yeah, that's a real goal of mine, and I'm really happy about this. Like, I cannot wait to go to this whole kidney transplant appointment. Like, I'm so proud. When is your appointment?
I don't really know yet. They said they got to call me. The scheduling people got to call me back, but they just wanted to make sure I was interested first. And I'm like, yeah, I am. But she was telling me everything, how it's going to go down. And, I got to be there for a whole day and stuff like that. So I'm waiting for them to call me.
That's amazing. Listen, when you go through that, DM me and let me know, because I would love to bring you back on to, to just discuss this, because a lot of people, may not have the privilege like me to just say, oh, my brother is going to give it to me, but might have to go through the process of getting the call and all of that. And I just want them to hear your side of the story just as well. So, oh my God, thank you so much for chiming in. You're welcome. Go ahead. You guys enjoy your day.
Thank you.
Bye. Oh, you guys, that was so amazing. So on YouTube, I'm not sure if you guys were able to hear through Instagram. She got the call. She is getting ready to, go through that process to get a kidney. It is a blessing to get a kidney. That means somebody loves you enough and cares about you enough to be wanting to give an organ. Again, a lot of you guys who are not familiar with my story, my brother gave me his kidney so I can stay alive, to, spend time with my kids and my husband, because again, at that time, he didn't have any children and he wasn't married. And he said, you have a lot. And so he wanted me to, live my life. And so he gave me the kidney, and I've just been running ever since with that. Let's see. Very wonderful. Yes. Thank you guys for coming in. I'm just going to give you guys a couple of high fives. I appreciate you guys coming on and just supporting the channel. I really, really appreciate it. Is there any other questions that you guys might have? Because again, this was a spur of the moment. We just decided to go live together, and that's how we started. I have a question. Oh no, ask your question. This is on YouTube. Somebody said they have a question. Never mind, I guess. No, don't never mind. What is your question that you have? I'm here to support you guys. Like I said, I'm here to serve you guys. Whatever questions you guys might have or whatever you need. This is why we do these sessions. Like, I want to come on and do this once a month. I wish I could do this more, but my schedule is so busy. I'm a mom, I'm a wife. I got a lot going on. Just so you guys who are not familiar, my husband and I started a podcast together. It's called Impactful Living. And so I will be streaming it on IG and on YouTube as well too. But we will create our own YouTube channel just for that. So just a husband and wife just talking about life and motivating and inspiring other people. So I do want you guys, if you have a question, do not ever feel afraid to ask that question, because that's why I'm here. So this is the perfect time while you have me here. Go ahead and ask it. IG, as we're waiting on YouTube to ask some questions, do you guys have any questions? I don't want you guys to ever feel like you're left out. So please let me know if you have any questions. Oh, wow. All these people were tuning in earlier. So I'm just so happy for her. Like, it's the most amazing feeling to get a transplant. Just, I remember my process like it was yesterday, going through that, walking down the hall, ringing the bell once I made it, just to know that I'm alive and I'm still kicking and pushing. So it's a blessing. It's a blessing. Anyone else have any questions for me? So I am going to be making more videos. I decided sometimes internally you need to check yourself, right? And I remember why I started this channel. And I said, people need me and people want to see things. People have questions. And so as you guys can see, I've been posting more on YouTube more frequently than I have been in the past. I will be making shorts, and some of them will be like, like some voiceovers, some funny, some motivation, just regular life things that I may be doing in my life post kidney transplant. But on Wednesdays, I'm going to try to come out with like a kidney video, and on Sundays, try to do a stretch video. So I am coming out with more videos. And again, it helps when you guys give me topics to discuss, and it just makes it a little bit easier because I can come on and answer your question in detail. Just because if you're not able to get me, I will make that video for you. So it doesn't look like anyone has any other questions. So I'm going to give it a few minutes, few seconds here actually. If you don't have any questions, I guess I'll just be ending this question and live session. So what happens is if you guys are on IG, follow me on YouTube because at Chrissy Mack, because at this point we are able to we have a community tab, and in that community tab is where I answer, like I do polls, and I ask you guys when you guys want me to come live, and you guys voted on today at 11 a.m. So this is why I came on and did this at this particular time. So I'm going to put another poll so we can figure out what is the best time for everybody, so we can do another question and answer in September. And at that time, I'll be able to answer all your questions in detail, and we can come on, we can chat. I just really, really enjoyed it. You guys missed IG. Hey guys, thank you for coming in. Let me know where you're tuning in from. We just did a question and answer session today. We talked about my chronic illness, lupus, kidney disease, transplant. We had a guest come on as well too, just explaining her process in detail. But it doesn't look like you guys have any questions. This was like the best 40 minutes. I just really enjoy this. So stay tuned. We will be going live a little bit later. I'm going to go see what my husband is doing right now, and we're going to jump on for Impactful Living. And today we're going to be discussing growth as an individual and just the process of growth, because that's what life is about, is growing, right? And we evolve and we change and things happen. And so we're going to discuss all of that today on Impactful Living. So when you see me, click that notification bell. So when I post a video, you'll get that notification. You can chime on in. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I love and appreciate you. Go ahead and share this video. Share my channel with people that might need this, regardless if it's kidney, lupus, or just staying physically fit and motivation. That's what I'm here for. All right, I'll see you guys in my next live. Bye, guys.